Hey, what is up guys, F64 here, and welcome back to another episode of Chill Build Sundays. So, it's been a while since I've done this series. This series has just kind of died out recently, and I'm really sorry about that. We've missed like, 4 or 5 Sundays now, which is unfortunate. I still definitely want to do this series. I don't know, I haven't really had time. Sundays are usually the days that I work, so I don't end up putting them up on Sundays, and then the rest of the week I do other things, so I don't really have time for this series a lot of the times, but I'm going to try and get it back on track, whether that means not doing it on Sundays, or just kind of powering through and doing it after like an 8-hour shift at work when I'm really tired. But yeah, despite that, I have actually still been doing some work on the map, and we're in awesome cinematic camera right now, even though my frames are being kind of stuttery, so the super cinematic camera looks kind of weird. But yeah, let's get out of this thing. F8, F1. So yeah, I have been doing quite a bit of work since last episode, despite the lack of uploads. So the first thing I want to show you, and there's some more up there that I'd like to show you, but the first thing is this hallway here. So I realized, I went around and I finished up the rooms a little bit and put them all over the place, and I realized that the little hallway design we had done here, it wasn't going to work. It didn't actually fit with how far apart the rooms were and stuff, so that was an issue. I couldn't actually use the design that we'd done on camera, so I had to totally redesign it, and this is what I came up with. It looks it's a little bit overwhelming when you're like right up looking at the walls up close, but it gives a really cool effect when you're like looking down across the whole hallway. So I think we're gonna go with it, even though it's a little bit funky when you're right up close with it. But it makes up for that, because like, look at it from out here, that just looks so awesome. Looks so cool. So yeah, there's some leaves in here. I've started throwing leaves in. Oh, there's sponge under that. I hate that. I hate sponge so much. We'll put, what do I want to put under there? We'll put something that looks more, where is it? There we go, give me that dark. Put that under there so it doesn't look so ridiculous. But yeah, I've started putting leaves in here. There's another one, god damn it. Oh, and I got rid of the block that I needed. Building can be really annoying. Oh my god, there we go. But yeah, so I'm gonna get more leaves in here and stuff and get it all pretty. I'm not actually totally sure how I feel about the leaves. I want some input. What do you guys think about the leaves? Should I leave it without the leaves and give it this nice crisp, not cluttered look, or should I clutter it up and go with some leaves? What do you guys think? I honestly like the leaves, but I'm a little bit torn because I don't know. It does feel a little bit overwhelming, but I don't know, totally up to you guys. Either way, I don't really care. But the next cool thing about this hallway, aside from it looking really pretty and the floor being all complex and stuff, that's one thing I was going for in this build, was just complexity and like everything. Like in here, this isn't quite as complex except for the walls and stuff, really nice and detailed, but like I wanted to make this all look very, very pristine and like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like grand, extravagant. I don't know, you can see I detailed up these walls a lot more than I would usually do in my builds. Same thing with the walls up there. It's just, I'm going for making it look very, very complex and I don't know, extravagant, I suppose, is the closest thing to the word I'm trying to use here. But yeah, the next cool thing about this hallway, as I mentioned, is it is actually fully dynamically lit here, and you can see, wait, did one of those trapdoors just open? No, I heard something open. But yeah, you can see it's all dynamically lit here, which is pretty cool. You can make this dark if you want, which gave me a cool idea, because I obviously don't want the little lever right there. That's just weird. No real hotel would have that. So I had a really cool idea for what we could do to this map to make it truly unique, even though it's already going to be pretty unique from other SG maps because it's based in like one big building, which hasn't really been done before. Like, it's close quarters, but not, I don't know, it's already pretty unique. But a new idea that I had, that we're going to try and implement a little bit today, is full dynamic lighting throughout this entire building. Not the entire building, like lights like this obviously can't be lit dynamically, but what we're going to do, we're going to have a control room somewhere where you can control the lights in all of the hallways, maybe in all the rooms, in like the dining area and in the pool and stuff. You're going to be able to control lights, maybe even other stuff. Maybe if you get to the control room, you'll be able to like open up secret trapdoors and stuff, because it'll be like the main breaker room of the hotel, because a real hotel would have that, and so whoever makes it in there, because it'll probably be a pretty popular place to go, because that gives you a pretty big advantage if you can just control all of the special little bits about the map. So there'll be like a giant fight to get in there, and the person who does make it in will have a huge advantage. It'll be really cool. But yeah, once you make it in there, I'd like to be able to control each of these dynamically, and like the lights at the bottom of the pool and stuff, that would all be controlled by the control panel. All the lights in here would probably be controlled by the control panel. Maybe there will be like a trap door under the water that you can open up with that. That's like, yeah, there could be like a thing on the control panel that's like empty main, or empty like entryway fountain or something, and you'd hit it and it would open up a little like door down here that would lead down into a secret like sewer room, because I mean, like in real life they need a way to drain this thing if they needed to clean it or whatever, so it would open up like a little drain hatch thing, which would be really cool. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be carving out a little area for where we'd like to put the control room, and I'm not totally sure how I'd like to, where I'd like to put it. I think we want like a little employees only door back here in the elevator shaft, which I still need to detail this area. We'll do this maybe next episode. At some point I'll detail that up. But what I want to do, I want to have it underground, and I want there to be 2 entrances, so that, because I mean, if there's only one entrance over here, then someone who spawned right here they'd have a super advantage. So kind of what we want to do, we want to have two entrances, one over there, and then also one through the tree, which is actually probably what we should do first, is build a little entryway into the tree so that people who spawn over here can still get like right here maybe, something, because there'll be like vines and stuff in here, so that people can come in here to either get up to higher levels, or they can come in here to get down into the control room like we've been talking about. Do sponges work? No, this isn't 1.8. But yeah, speaking of the tree, before we start doing that, I want to show you the next bit. Let's go back into cinematic camera mode here, F1, F8, and just kind of fly out here. I need some super dramatic music. So I've been doing a shitload of work on the top of the tree up here, and I gave a few little glimpses of this when we were just running around down there. Like I looked up a few times, and some of you guys may have spotted this. But yeah, I put a shitload of time into this. Hold on, I'm turning on my air conditioner. That might be loud. Yeah, so this is all hand built. This took me fucking forever. These big trees like this, so much detail just to make it all look right and have it all smooth and stuff. And I'm still not even totally happy with it. We might go back through and do a little bit more work here. And doing the leaves on this thing is going to be a huge bitch, so we'll do that at some point. But yeah, you can see the tree looks pretty fantastic. Let's fly down here and look at it from below a little bit. Fly around from this layer down here. So yeah, you can see it looks really freaking good. I mean, there are still some little bits that need work, like this branch here isn't totally smoothed out, which is, you can't even really tell. It actually looks pretty good, but I want to smooth this one out a little bit, bring it down a little bit more so that it fits in with the rest of the tree a little bit, and yeah, just kind of, it still needs some finishing touches, but for now, I think it looks pretty freaking great. So, hold on, let me get out of F1 and F8 mode. I keep trying, whenever I try and get out of the like cinematic camera mode, F1 and F8, I try to hit my recording button to stop recording. I don't know why, but that's the first thing that my brain tries to do when I want to quit that. But yeah, so also one other thing that I want to talk about up here, we've been talking a shitload, so there's not going to be a whole lot of actual building in this video. We'll do more of that in future episodes. But yeah, so another thing I want to do, the canopy of this tree, I want it to hang down and kind of make like a dome up here. So it'll hang down to near the edge of the hotel roof here. God, I can't speak right now. I'm recording this really late at night, so my brain's kind of just dead. So that's why if my commentary is weird, that's why. But yeah, so I want the canopy of the tree to like hang down and create a cool little dome up here. So if you climb all the way up to the tree, I'd like you to be able to like parkour over somewhere and then jump somewhere. You'll be able to jump onto this top layer, and you won't be able to get off the edge of the hotel because there'll be like, I don't know, I'll put like balconies and stuff. But yeah, up here there'll be lots of chests and some cool little stuff up here, and there'll be a nice big canopy that you can look up at. So yeah, there's gonna be, this map may seem small because it's all in one building, but there's actually gonna be a shitload packed into this between like the underground down here and going up on the roof. There's gonna be a ton in here, and we haven't even done the pool room over there yet. Get to that. But yeah, so our goal for this episode, we want to make a way to get into the tree here, and I'd like there to be a few routes that don't look too ridiculous. Like that, for example, doesn't look terribly good. Like, it's very obvious that there's a hole there, and although I want people to be able to find the holes, I don't want them to be blaringly obvious. Let's go to time, sit, day. There we go. I really need a timer. I don't know how long I've been recording. I may have just been rambling for like 3 hours. But yeah, let's see. Where do we want to put our entry and exit here. You know what? What if it was behind this bush? I need to break the bush to get back here, but yeah, that's nice. You can barely even tell that's back there. Yeah, things like that. So then you'll be able to run over here, grab a few chests, and then go into the internals of the tree. So there's one. Now we need another place where it's going to be kind of hidden. Maybe one right here. Oh yeah, I like putting them behind these branches, or not branches, these little plants, because then they're not blaringly obvious and they don't ruin the whole feeling of the tree. But they're also like it's easy to find them and stuff. Well, they're kind of hidden. They're more hidden than I was originally planning, but that's kind of good because it doesn't take away from the whole general feeling of the build. Let's see if we can throw another one in over here, maybe. We can put one right there. Nope, that's weird. Over here, not sure what to do on this side totally, because there's not a very obvious like plant that I could put it behind. I'm not sure. Maybe this side doesn't even need one. Or maybe over here it could be kind of underwater. Like you have to go underwater to get in. No, that seems a little bit goofy. I don't know. We'll just leave it like this for now, and I'll maybe try and find another entryway. But yeah, so that looks pretty good. I like these two. So pretty much there are different ways to go here. If you spawn over here, you'd probably want to go into this big room and loot here. If you spawn over here, then you want to go into one of these little bits up into the tree or down into the underground area. And then if you spawn over here, you obviously want to go in here and climb up to the upper layers. And again, if you spawn over here, you can still go up into the upper layers. Same with here, you could go around to that entryway and go up to the upper layers. So from any of these spots, you're still going to be able to make it up to the upper layers. Just there are different alternative routes for that, so that everybody is fair, even though they're not all the same way up. And then if you spawn over here, you obviously want to go there. But yeah, so another issue that we have to figure out is, if I were to climb up this tree from either the inside or the outside, how would I get to one of these floors? I obviously can't jump over here, so we're gonna need some way, because otherwise people over here are at a distinct advantage for getting upstairs. They can easily get upstairs faster than everybody else. And my original thought was that everybody who spawned over here could go up through the tree to get to these levels. But now that I've done the tree, I'm not totally sure how we're going to do that. So I'm not totally sure. Maybe I'll have to put some little mini branches on here. So you could, like, there'd be a mini branch that would come over here, and you'd still have to jump down. You'd have to jump down onto the floor, and then you'd go over into this dynamically lit hallway. So sexy. But yeah, maybe, and I also redstoned this up a little bit, so there's that delay on it. Just makes it feel all dramatic and awesome. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to find a way to do that. I'm not totally sure. Maybe I'll make some little mini branches coming off of this, or maybe even some vines. Hold on, let's try something. What if, come on, what if I took vines, let's actually make them come from up here a little ways. If I took vines like this, and did strands of vines that were hanging across the thing, would that look ridiculous? Droop it down a little bit, get rid of that. Looking a little bit ridiculous, but I think that might just be because I'm not doing it very well. Like, hold on, let's make it come from right here, and it'll go like this. And I should make it curved too. Oh yeah, let's make this one a diagonal one and see how that looks. I think diagonal is kind of the way to go with these, if I'm gonna do vines that are hanging across the thing. Let's make this one go 2 before it drops down. Now we can drop it down. I don't know. I'm not loving that. That could be one option though for people getting from the tree to these levels. I'm not sure though. Well, I'll mess around with that a little bit, see what we can get to. But what we want to do right now, the little bit of building that we are going to do this episode, we're going to go in here. Let's fill this area in. I always forget that I have world edit. Hold on. Let's see. What do we want to make the bottom of the tree here? Let's make it. I don't remember the codes for these different ones. You know what? We'll just fill it in manually instead of doing world edit. Place all this in like this. This actually looks a little bit too... It looks like a hotel obviously wouldn't like cut into the inside of their tree and put a wood floor in here, so this seems a little bit weird. Because from right here, you're like, oh, it's this big nice natural tree, and then you get inside, you're like, do-do-do-do-do, you get in, you're like, what the fuck? There's wood in here. So we need to find out something to put on the floor. If you have maybe if I mix some podzol in. We need to find something to put on the floor here that makes it not look super, like, planned. Make it look a little bit more natural in here, and like you're actually busting into the internals of a tree, you know? Just randomize this around a little bit. There's some missing here. There's like a big bald spot. Okay. Not the best at randomizing. Like, there are people who are better at randomizing things than me. There we go. That looks alright, I'd say. Yeah, I like that. Okay. There's still wood in here, which is still just kind of weird. Let's mix it up with some of these, and some dirt, and just make it look like this is just a hollow tree. Because in real life, trees aren't really hollow. Yeah, I mean, they aren't. So this is, regardless of how well we make this look natural in here, it's still going to be, people are still going to kind of be like, this isn't how things are in real life. But that's alright, we can still help it out a little bit and at least make it, oh, that is not the right color. Let's see, what else can I throw in here? Why is this dark so light? Or, well, that didn't make any sense. Why is this dirt so light? I feel like dirt is darker than this. What the fuck? Is this like coarse dirt or something? No, actually, let's try some coarse dirt. Let me put coarse. Is this not? Oh, this is 1.8. God damn it. What else should we put down here? We need another natural looking block that kind of fits with the color down here a little bit. You know what we could do? Actually do some clay. Let's see, maybe it would kind of look like there are like rocks mixed in down here or something. Let's try this. Brown clay. Oop, turned F3 on. Okay. Let's try this. Oop. Oop. Let's just replace all the dirt down here with this, because the dirt is just really a weird outline color. That's nice. Let's get rid of that little bit that we have there. We need a few more of these logs. There we go. I'd say definitely more logs than we have. Okay, that's pretty good. This looks a little bit weird right here. That still looks weird. Just trying to randomize this up a little bit more. I mean, we're not actually randomizing it. Like, we're making it look like it's randomized, obviously, because like I'm planning this. I'm doing this. This isn't just like done with a random generator. Let's see. I'm very purposefully like balancing this out, making it look like it's all evenly spread, which is not random at all, but whatever. It looks like it could be random. There we go. I wonder if World Edit has a way to do random texture. Actually, it totally does. I could have just done like fill. I could have filled this in with sponge, and then I could have done like fill 50% podzol, 50% brown stained clay, 50% other shit. Yeah, I could have done that. I also just said 50% like 6 times, so yeah, it would be 50% a bunch of different things. Are those 2 different colors? What the hell? I guess it's just the shadow on that makes it look like a totally different color, the clay down there. But yeah, what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to make it kind of like come down a little bit, because what's gonna happen in here? You're gonna be able to either go down and climb down into the guts of the hotel through this. So this needs to be kind of like a big hole, cratery thing that goes down, and then it meets up with like a sewer line or something down here, and that's how you get into the lower part of the base. Or there'll be vines and stuff that go all the way up there. So I just gotta make this look like it's actually a little hole. Stack up some stuff here. Actually, you know what? This is a good opportunity to throw some of this in there. Pile it up a little bit. Let's see, it's not really giving the desired effect. Well, maybe it is. Hold on, let's just keep messing around with this. Nope, stop. Just throw some of this in here and see if it's doing what I'm trying to get it to do. I want it to feel like it's kind of, no, it's not. What I wanted to do is just kind of make it feel like this crater was more cratery. It's not a crater. This hole was more, it was closing up faster. I don't really know what I was trying to do. I was trying to do something. I wanted to make it feel like this was, I don't know. I think I can deliver the effect that I'm going for without stacking up much wood on the edges. I do still want to stack some stuff up a little bit though, just not to the extent that I was before. And we also need, God, it's getting dark so fast. /time set day. There we go. Throw that up there. And we need some vines in here. That's still feeling weird. I don't know, for some reason right now I just can't do the natural shape thing. Having some issues. Well, I think we're gonna leave it here for now. I'm not sure. I'm not being able to do this very well right now. Not being able to make it look as natural down here as I'd like. I think we've got our color palette pretty much down though. I like the all these different like brownish colors together. Gives a nice earthy feel. I'm not liking these sideways logs, I've decided though. Yeah, let's just do these two for the floor. Just the brown clay and the podzol I think looks pretty good. Is this podzol? Yeah, it is. Okay. I thought I was getting podzol and mycelium mixed up there for a second. But yeah, so this hole will go down a ways more. You'll be able to like drop down here a little bit. And then you'll get into a sewer line that will like run this way or something. It'll be like the sewer that goes under the hotel, and from there you will then be able to get into the control room, or there will be another route into the control room. You'll be able to go through this way, and I want there to be maybe like a code thing for the control room, so there'll be like a little lock, and you'll have to know the code to get in or something. Break the code. God damn it. Yeah, you'll have to get in there somewhere, and I want there to be like a little area where you can fight people to get in, because I feel like quite a few people are going to want to go for this control room, because it's how you control the entire hotel, so it can give you a pretty distinct advantage. Okay, imagine this could be really cool. So there's a team of 3 people. One person goes down to the control room, or maybe it's 2 people, because a lot of people will try to go to the control room. But yeah, so one person or 2 people go down into the control room, and they're in a Skype call with the rest of the team. So they make it down into the control room, and then they can control all of the lights and things. And so their teammates, who they're in a Skype call with, they could be like, okay, I turned off the lights for whatever this would be called. What direction is this? I turned off the north hallway on the 3rd floor, and then their teammates could come up here. And I don't really know how that would give an advantage, but like they could kind of direct their teammates. Or let's say one of their teammates is being chased down one of these hallways, and they need to be able to like escape and hide. Then the person in the control room, well, the guy who's being chased could yell to the person in the control room and be like, "Yo, I'm being chased down the north hallway on the 3rd floor." And so the dude would be like, "All right, I'm turning the lights off." And so he'd turn the lights off, and then the guy who's running could maybe escape in here and be all spooky because it would be dark, you know. I don't really know what kind of strategies would arise from that. That's just kind of an idea I had. But yeah, I think that'll still definitely add some really interesting gameplay elements to the map, make it even more unique than it already is. So yeah, I want you guys' input on that idea. God, it's late. I can't talk. Yeah, input on that. Let me know what you guys think. Is that going to be a cool idea, or is that just unnecessary and it's going to take a bunch of extra time that we don't need? I think it's good, but waiting to hear from you guys. So yeah, we'll work more on... I want to get this elevator room detailed up a little bit more next episode, or maybe we'll work on the control room next episode. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Either way, this episode was mostly just to catch you guys up on some work that I did and some ideas that I had, and just kind of plan those ideas a little bit and get everything set up so that we can start building the control room soon. So yeah, hopefully you guys have all enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like if you have. Why is it so damn hot in my room? God, it's hot and it's late. My brain is fried. I'm sorry, guys. My commentary's probably been weird this episode. But yeah, hopefully you guys have all enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like if you have. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Twitch. Probably going to be streaming quite a bit of building on this map in the near future, because I want to get it finished up as soon as possible. So yeah, this series, Chill Build Sundays, we're going to get this going again. Maybe not always on Sundays. I might just throw it up on in the middle of the week for no reason or something. Just because I did some work or something. But yeah, hope you guys have all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Adios!